My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Lee Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are the African traditional religions by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, first of all, salutations to my Madrina, to my Oba, to all of my conjurers, mystic, and AJs that are in the ATR, that are in the church, and those that don't fool with the church. Hello to each and every one of you guys. I'm taking me some Lions Mane. What's up, my Stormy, my Sagittarius from Chicago, Detroit. I don't know why I said Chicago. Oh, Chicago. I want to also say hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. I'm drinking my acai. What I'm excited on tonight, just fit to show y'all even the more my understanding of energy, frequency, and vibration. I want you also to understand that when it comes down to the ATRs, there are many people that are have their different ways of utilizing the ATRs. One of the things I've been trying to admonish melanated people is understanding our position and what we're going to do. Because I want to explain when I'm doing work for you, what type of energy I have to use. I have to go from masculine energy into feminine energy, and sometimes I got to pull down organ energy. So it is important. What's up, my Demetrius, Gemini in the house? It is really important that if you're going to learn conjure, you're going to be efficient in magic. Let me tell you, what's up, my Boaz, my Pisces? People are attacking me for their reasons. I'm going to say that. And I know that everybody on my platform don't mean me well. And that's fine. Even though I have proven the power in my life. What I would say again and again, my level of trust and confidence in the Most High, and energy when it comes to my spiritual core. I just came back. I got that other crystal, that other four of Demetrius. I'll think about the craft. Sheet to four. Getting prepared. And I want to talk about this in the sense of any aspect of your life. And what I strive for. When I look to the hill from whence comes my help. Thank you so much for that donation and super chat. This is a monetized channel, so any of your support will further our opportunity to help melanated people. I want to talk about this tonight on this Moon's Day. And I want you to understand, and please do not take this as a slight. Absolutely, Demetrius. I'm making it do what it do. So my subject tonight, and I'm gonna explain this. Alafia, my love, my Taurus is here. My subject tonight is using masculine energy to put you in position. I'm gonna say that again. Using masculine energy to put you in position. And I'm going to be coming from Daniel, the 2nd chapter, the 21st verse. I'm rocking yin and yang. The dark side of Obatala as well as the light side. The feminine aspect of Obatala and the masculine side of Obatala. Anyway, it says, he changes the times and the seasons. This is when you want to go from one glory to the next, one phase of life to the next. We headed to millionaire status. Hold on. It says, he removes kings, that's masculine energy, and setteth up kings, and knowledge to them that know understanding. This is the one. He revealeth the deep and the secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwell with him. Not in him, with him. The reason why we're talking about this, because I want clear understanding. I want you to clear that I deal with energy, frequency, and vibration. It doesn't matter if it's the left hemisphere or the right hemisphere. It doesn't matter if it's the daytime spirits or the nighttime spirit. It doesn't matter if they're dark spirits or they're light spirits. I deal with energy, frequency, and vibration. You have to keep it simple because you can get lost in the sauce when you get into Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, and Palo. If you don't understand it from an energetic perspective, you're never going to advance and manifest and have things coming to pass with your Orishas, with your Impungos, with your Loas. Their energy, frequency, and vibration. And the energy that puts one in position is masculine energy. This is why I tell women that got a problem with masculine energy, you need to actually see my video from earlier. But understand, we have to utilize all of these types of energies when it comes down to manifestation. But on tonight, we're going to talk about how do you get in position. You don't put yourself in position. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. That's why they envy and judge. And thank you for the likes as y'all are coming in. You don't put a king in power. God does. You don't bring a king out of power. Why is this important? Because most black people, I'm going to be your sound of truth. I'm a Sag, Moon, and Aries, and Rider sign Pisces. Most black people, no matter where they're coming from, they believe that their voice, their opinion, gives a man or woman position. And you set out, and this is how a lot of black people get messed up. If you did not put them into power, like United States go around in African country and install certain leaders, they do it all the time. Other countries do it too. Then they can take the people out of power. If you did not put a man or woman spiritually in power, how do you believe in your heart that you're going to go against that masculine energy? And you know what black people are going to do? They're going to say they're being attacked by that person, and when they're really being attacked by that masculine energy. Shango, Ogun Fare, Siete Rayos. Because you did not put them people, and those people are not going to be judged by you. Your opinions, and I tell people all the time, your opinions of whether you like somebody or dislike them, it is not your job. It is not your assignment to uproot or to derail that man or that woman. That is God's job, because he said clearly, you walking off from him or her is not going to cause them to fall. Because they're not with you any longer, don't cause them to fall. It's God that puts masculine energy, that puts people in position. They put people in seasons. put them in their wealthy place. And he always does that with purpose. Both of the energies have a role. I want you to understand that if we get in position, it is with a mandate of masculine energy. And you cannot come against that Ache. This is why I teach universal law. If you have a problem with a man or woman that is in position, then gracefully bow out. Trying to disrupt somebody's destiny, something, and maybe they made a mistake, maybe they didn't. It is more. What's up, my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina, aphrodisiac in the house. It is not your responsibility to try to take down a Tata, a Mumbo, a Hugon, a pastor that you think is false, a apostle that you think that don't exist no more. This is why America is going through, ain't going to continue to go through. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. Listen here, you cannot bless what God, you can't curse what God has blessed, and you cannot curse what God, you can't curse what God has blessed, and you cannot use the energy because you are melanated to turn around and try to bless what God has cursed. You need to be in sync with the energy of the divine. It's too many people have their own personal agendas, and this is why they mess up. Good evening from Arkansas. Hi, John and Bethany Wallace. As long as you behave in there, this is platform for melanated people. Once we have leaders, and those leaders have seasons, and they're going to be judged by how they perform in that season. What they said, what it said to them, well done, that good and faithful servant. I am trying to help melanated people, especially you guys that are gonna go with me and on this fantastic voyage. It is important that you understand universal laws. You understand the need for masculine and feminine energy. You know the need. I was talking to my son, and I was I had a conversation. We had a basic misunderstanding, which I didn't think I misunderstood, but I'll listen. So what's up, my baby Scorpio? So what I was explaining it to him, I've always taught you to be in position. And when I'm functioning in the church and you see me, it's always about getting in position. To bring things to pass, you have to get in position, and you have to use that melanin energy called masculine energy. It is going to give you the logic, it's going to give you the ambition, and it's going to give you the actions. This energy in your left hemisphere of your brain is so important when you're trying to get in position in life. Let me explain position. You don't have to fight as hard when you're the king. When you get the position of supervisor, you in a whole nother. A lot of y'all trying to fight all your way through up the ladder. But if God put you in position, now God, that energy has to defend you, because you represent that energy, and that energy represents you. A lot of people don't want to do work where God will promote them. You want to go and take somebody else's space and their place. And that comes along, sweetheart and sir, with all kind of trouble. You don't remember the story about Joseph? You don't want to take somebody else's blessing. You don't want to take somebody else's destiny. Even it's very hard to take somebody's destiny, but it's not impossible. But some of y'all thinking somebody wants your destiny when you don't even want your destiny. You don't want your own life. You don't want to die, but you always got something negative to say about your life. And somebody somewhere would love to have the life you got. Would absolutely love it. When you don't understand that it's about being promoted, we're not trying to be equal with the Caucasian. We're not trying to return to Cassidy Mountain. We're trying to return to which mountain? I thought about that. You know, I don't like the word witch. But our magic. We're not trying to get back to Cassidy. We're trying to get ourselves, unravel ourselves, and allow God to promote. When Joseph and her helped Moses help hold his hands up, and Israel won the battle. But when it was time for promotion, when it was time for promotion, God said, Moses give and anoint Joseph and bring him before the people. God will always platform you. He will give you space and opportunity to function in whatever promotion he got. I want melanated people to understand. Stop trying to compete. I don't want what you got, because what you got is stolen. Them cattle on the 1,000 hills, they belong to me. See, when you melanated, you ain't got to steal. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to cheat, because you have the creative energy on the inside to manifest anything you have a desire for. Accept somebody else's destiny. That first hill don't belong to you. That belong to Bo. That second hill belong to Keish. What God got for you, nobody can get it. In this life, your daily bread belongs to you. Whether you squandered out there. Now, it's the same thing like the prodigal son. When the father gave him his inheritance, and he went out there and wasted it. That's between that person and their gods and goddesses. Let me explain that to black people. You are right here acting like they went in. The prodigal sons wasted your resources. That's between him and his father. This is why y'all don't know how to stay in your lane. You act like what somebody else doing with their spiritual platform that God gave them, whether they make it successful or make it an absolute failure. That's between God and their deity, their egos. And trust me, we all reap what we sow. Especially if they did not ordain it, they didn't sanction it. Because I want to bring clarity. Because when you get promoted in a position like David, and then you cause Uriah to get killed, God gonna deal with you. Y'all don't understand it. When God promotes you, when God puts you in position, He's gonna hold you accountable. Did they tell you that when you became a mumbo? The energy that put you in power gave you the platform, whatever that may be, gave you the pulpit, whatever that may be. This is the comfort you should have as somebody following somebody, that same spirit that crowned their head, looking at not only what you doing, but they doing too. They in my head, so they already know my thoughts. You need to understand that, so you don't feel like there's no justice. You done been in America so long not getting justice through their legal system that you think God is unjust. Yeah, I said it. The reason why you can't allow God to avenge you of your adversary, because when you go to man's system, you feel the favoritism and the injustice. But you're not dealing with universal laws. I don't worry about what somebody do to me. I was having this discussion with Mother Susan. I'm in position. If you want to touch God's anointing and do his prophets harm, that's your business. That's your business. Have clarity when God has promoted you. Have clarity when God has set you on high. When God has exalted you. When it's your season to shine, and who gonna put your light out? Who gonna put your light out? If you really believe God put you in that position, the way it's going to be made. Whether you help me or don't help me, God got just like he told Elijah, he got 7,000 that have not bowed to Baal. This is how the confidence and the awareness that you have to have as a melanated man or woman, especially when God is promoting you, especially when God is exhorting you, especially when God is putting you in position. And that masculine energy directs that energy. I want us clear how manifestation takes place. And when you're up under that covering, when you're up under that energy, frequency, and vibration, understand why it is necessary to follow instruction. Even my son said, even there's some things I don't understand, but out of obedience, I follow suit. Somebody got to be in position besides you. And I can't put you in position, but I can train you. Because God gonna always make sure somebody's carrying on that baton. I don't care how powerful you become. I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm not gonna live forever. He can heal me of all this. And he is. He can bring me out of all of my affliction. But you have a season. I don't care who you are. You have a season to reign. And everybody gonna know when you're on the decline. Y'all seen the movie about the Supreme? When the next Supreme was her time, then Fiona started losing power. See, you ain't got to do nothing. When it's your time, right now it's my time. And I'm trying to do whatever I can get done in my season. What's up, Ryan, my Libra in the house? Felt that. When God gives you certain platforms, it's only for a season. Because different energies got to move in different seasons. And you need to be obedient. See, you don't know, you might be like, what that boy name? Man, now he grown. Soldier Boy. You might have a one-hit wonder. And you can still be successful because if you take your money and do what you need to do, you still in the running. Some of y'all don't understand. You feel like God looked over you. But when things were trying to promote you and get you in position, you said no. Not now, Lord. You said no to your ancestors. I don't want to do that. There's a certain season that goes on that flows with your energy, that allows you to get things you need. Everything I've been going out and trying to get, not trying, but going to get, when they lead me to go get it, that's I like these crystals are $1,100 a piece. When I got home from going over there, I called mother. I had 2 checks in the mailbox. Everything I spent, I got it back. I didn't even know that money was coming. When I tell you, when God will make a way out of no way, and he will make provision. If people support me, fine. If they don't, God is still going to be provision. He still rules over that. When the king declare a thing, it going to come to pass. Whether you are obedient vessel or not. When Vesta, then when the king beckoned Vesta, his queen, to come, that he can show her, she declined. And when you decline, because you got a right as a grown woman to say yes or no, but she declined, and her replacement, Esther, was coming up. See, once you get wrong like King Saul and Vesti, it's over. Now your reign may not be over, but your replacement of that position is already on the uprise. He tried to kill David. See, sometimes your disobedience can make room for another. I want to talk to you. Your disobedience. You could have been the one that helped Moses. You could have been the one that pushed this vision to where it needed to be. But you chose not. And that comes with consequences, because you will be replaced. And I intend, and I'm grateful that God using me. But it is not over my head that I got a certain season. And I got to make my season count. While God got me reigning as king, I need to understand how many seasons I got. Like some TV shows get 4 seasons, some gonna get 2, some gonna get 1, some get 20. How long this gonna play out? That's only God knows that. But while I am definitely reigning and I'm in my season, I am trying to maximize my ability. These spirits is something serious. I want y'all to understand universal energy and laws cannot be altered. If you are constantly saying no to God, then you're making room for somebody else to step in that place, because the show must go on. There are people that need to be healed. There need to be people need to be delivered, protected, all of that. I'm trying to be in my season and be prepared as a leader and an elder. And whether you feel like you got the money or not, I got to be prepared. I can't wait till something happens and then trying to go get all what I need. While I got my life, health, and strength, I'm going to get and do what I'm supposed to do. So when the storm comes, we can weather this mud. But if somebody, this is why I tell you, like when you are part of something, you should never feel like you're spending money. You should always feel as a melanated man or woman that you're investing. Because it's going to come back around. You're going to still benefit, because I always reinvest in my ministry. I always reinvest in my platform. I always reinvest in my people. When I'm good, I'm going to make sure you good. This is why I'm talking about real family. I was talking to my ex-wife today. And I believe, and I explained to her that even at 52, I still address my spiritual dad as my spiritual dad. Just like he can talk to me, just like my mom talked to me, my grandma talked to me. When you say you have a relationship with somebody and you're trying to grow in that relationship, you have to give them the respect. Padrino, crown me. Padrino, crown Minister Mari, son of a chosen. He gonna get that respect. Period. From me. I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect him, cause he crowned his head. Things should be significant. When somebody is being promoted and somebody's being put in position, it's designed with a purpose. The Bible says it like this: God gives seed to the sower. I'm gonna say that again. God gives seed to the sower. If God ain't first in your life, your spirits ain't first in your life, why you need seed? He gonna give it to the people that are gonna take care of the egum. He gonna give it to the people that gonna guard the egum. I got promotion because they already knew how I was going to behave after being crowned Mafedi Flum Oya. They already knew that I was going to reinvest. I was going to take it to another level. And this is why God promotes certain people over some people. Me and my mom got into it because I said, why would you be the next on the throne? You don't have the energy. You don't have the attitude. It's not in your neck. You are not a person that will share. God's not going to give you a seed that you're going to hide in the ground. When he said he going to take this family to another level, it got to be somebody that don't mind shining. If somebody don't mind taking that risk, you're not going to do it. Some of y'all want to be talking about Harry. You're not going to do what Harry Tubman going to do. Did. Fuck that. Tell the truth. You don't judge how Harry Tubman got the Underground Railroad done or how she got the people to freedom. And you don't judge her for killing and busting a cap in some of them people's ass. You were not given that position. Everything that goes on with melanin people, God always raising somebody up. Somebody gonna be a God in life. That's why I tell these Caucasians, melanated people, I don't give a damn how dark you try to make our days. Somebody gonna rise up. Somebody, God, that masculine energy gonna put somebody in position to do something with your ass. Because he's a very present help in the time of our trouble. Somebody gonna get an idea. Somebody gonna get some type of currency or funds. We gonna be all right. All we gotta do is follow the leader. We gotta follow those people that God has put in position for what is ahead of us. You not there. You don't have that kind of faith. You don't have that kind of commitment. So what you can do is help those that are in position. Let me tell you something. Just like God has always made it clear who he wants, he or she wants in position, and they are there. Like the scripture said, least you find yourself fighting against God, we gonna be all right. You get money, all you gonna be doing out here is buying pussy. That's all you gonna be doing. God give you the seed. They'll get in position. You over there gambling it up. When you look over people's life and energy, you know why certain people were chosen to do that work. Who else he was going to use in the church world, in this area? What personality he chose to be in the ATRs and still standing strong in the church? You got to be some type of vessel. You got to have some type of commitment. Promotion don't come from the north or the south, the east or the west. It comes from above. And when it's time for somebody to rise to the occasion, they're going to get everything they need. So you can choose not to sow. That's your business. The widow with the cake and was going to eat that cake and for her son and her and then die, she could have chose to be disobedient. I just want you to understand why you ain't getting certain seeds. Because you are not the one that has been chosen to lead the people. You don't have the mindset. You don't have the fortitude. You barely can keep yourself in the road. You and your household. I govern a lot of people. I have a lot of responsibility. And let me tell y'all this. If all y'all want my destiny, let me explain this, you bitch. You could never walk in my shoes. And if you got in my shoes, you would quickly get out of my shoes. Because I make this look good. But the pressure that I'm under constantly, day by day. See, when you the king of the hill, remember this. To all my queens that rule your castle, hear me well. I'm not talking about these fake bitches. I'm not talking about Burger King either. Somebody always wants your position. They don't want your responsibility. You don't know how I counsel people. I make time for people. You ain't even that type of person. You don't even want the best for you. How you want the best for somebody? Why would God promote you? Why would he give you seed? Because you're going to heap that seed and that harvest of that seed on yourself. I'm not like that. I always share. See, you gonna forget the gays and the bisexual. I'm not. You gonna forget the trans. If you melanin, I'm here for it. I don't care what you do in your life. That is not a part of my job description. See, you got prejudice in you, so you're gonna omit certain blacks, or because they ain't got no money, they poor, whatever. You that person. I deal with anybody. When masculine energy is putting you in position, it's with purpose. That's right. My Libra, he said extraterrestrial facts. See, you attacking me right now. You ain't. It's obvious you're attacking me, and it's not because you can replace me. And these people, they're only gonna follow the energy that they resonate with, and you don't have my energy. And what people do for me, they ain't gonna never do for you. It's not gonna make you stop what you're doing. I'm not interested. You got to you have to break through the masculine energy and the feminine energy that protect me. I don't have to stay up all night. I'm getting my tool, and guess what? I don't know. I got this work in a triangle. They ain't told me what I'm doing with these. I follow instruction. But one thing I want you to look at my track record while you looking and trying to do something with me. My track record is victory. The chances of me getting a victory on your ass is very high. I was born anemic. I want you now. Let me show you. Let me tell you my testimony and why I have a destiny. Before you try to apprehend my destiny, I want you to be good. My grandmother was told that my mother that she needs to go home by the doctor, and was told that she need to plan a funeral. And he said if my mother lived, she would be a vegetable, and she would not have children. I want you to know what kind of womb my destiny came out of. And my mother was burned so severely in her younger days. And then God baptized me with fire. He brought her a fire sign. Fire tried to destroy her, but her seed came with firepower. I want you to understand my death. I had spinal meningitis as a baby. I done come through some things before I learned my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I was anemic and I was a preemie. My mama said she had me in a shoebox. No one I like staying in the closet. Anyway. See, when you trying to apprehend somebody's destiny, you don't know the try. When I got these cauldrons, my body went through. Because I have to represent the energy of Kobiende, the energy of Centea and Doki, the energy of Zerabanda, the energy of Lucero Mundo. Keep running after somebody's destiny. And you're going to find yourself in trials and tribulation that you are not built for. Because I was promoted to go through what I'm going through. I'm not bringing me out. They bringing me out. I ain't never took no glory for what I have gotten a victory. Right now, my doctor, hematologist, I'm working on 2 of them. My hemoglobin got, do you want my trial? My hemoglobin got down to 4.3. They were doping me up. All through my life, it's one try after the next. But it was making me and molding me for promotion, exaltation. And when I looked around, I went from a 4.3 to a 10.3 to a 10.7. And when I got my first visit to the doctor I got now, I had a 14.6 after being told by the doctor that I would never get above 11. Do you really want my trials? Or you just looking at me and how I conduct myself, how I adorn myself? Baby, it takes way more than you light candles or incense to do what I do. It may look good that I'm a natural born necromancer, but even myself, I got close to death. And God brought me out of it. That same resurrection power that been moving for other people and bringing them back to life was working on the inside of my body, keeping me alive. Stop running after other people's destiny. Cause you are not built for their destiny. That's why I have got certain spirits in my spiritual court. He already knew I had to deal with y'all fuck asses. That's why he gave me the power that I have. And I'm still trying to reason with your fuck ass. Because if you're rational, what have I done to you that you should be trying to stop my platform from excelling? Because you don't even know, you might need me for your punk ass. I might have to feed your ass. I might have to clothe you. Be careful who you trying to bring down because you might need them tomorrow. Because in this society, we need everybody on post. And we need their experience. We don't need nobody pretending to be anything. Where we going and what's going to go on in our life, we don't need nobody out here amateur hour. We're not interested. Bring the professionals. We're going to support the professionals. Because at least we're going to get truth. We're going to get reality. Oh, love you back, Stormy. I want y'all to really grow spiritually. I want you to understand that this life being promoted by God, it's not glamorous. And because I resonate with so many different people. I have so many different people watching me. But y'all don't realize how committed I am. You can't be promoted and put in a position and you don't care about the very people that God put over you. This is why God raised David up. So, because David loved his father's sheep. And he was willing to put his life on the line. You don't have shepherds like that no more. They'll put the sheep in danger, in harm's way. But they won't go out there. They can see the wolf coming. They're not gonna go out there and go to war. I got my Karen O'Brien. It was so sweet what she done. And she was thanking me for all the beautiful work that I do for her and just how I am with people. When I'm getting, if I got to go to war for my tribe, my church, my family, I'm suited and booted. I'm getting my health together. I've been drinking my I got ionizer, so I have alkaline water 9.5. I'm getting me together, cause if I got to rock these courts and have the power to battle what is coming our way, I'm going to be in position. You need to thank God for the people in position. Because that Bible said like this, when the righteous bear rule, the people are happy. When the wicked bear rule, they are sorrowful. You better thank God that I'm in my season. And I'm the type of person I am. I don't bother people. And I don't start none with nobody. I damn sure finish it. But the masculine energy puts you in position. And it's with purpose. I'm not in position because I'm a man. I'm in position because I was born to do this work. My spiritual dad told me, he said, if I don't teach you, you're going to learn it anyway. Your spirits are going to make sure you get everything. I have heard that so many times from so many different people, different cultures. And they said things, you're looking good, she looking much. Thank you, darling. The energy don't lie. Energy do not lie. See, I'm not interested in giving big talk. It is what it is. When I wasn't feeling well, I let you know that too. But I'm feeling great. I'm 52 years old. I got wood. I got a piece of wood that is harder can break this table. Yes, I'm happy. I'm thrilled. I'm elated. I'm tickled pink. And I'm still getting what I need to get done for the people of God. I don't know where God is taking us. I know it's grand. I know it's great. But there's a price tag. You don't get promoted. Moses was able to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt, but it was not a simple task. And when he got them out of Egypt, he had to go through the wilderness with them niggas. And his wilderness experience got him from going into the promised land. So even as a leader, an elder, you got to be careful that you don't let other people cause you to disobey God. Because niggas will act up on you. That's why I don't even pay them no attention. You don't want to do it, fine. You niggas ain't going to cause me to miss out on what God got for me with your bad attitude, your indecisive behavior. I can't do it. I want to encourage you to understand universal laws, what masculine energy has in store for you, what the benefit of masculine energy, why it is necessary, why it is a part of the Ankh, and why feminine energy and masculine energy works together in harmony. This is why we have Orisha like Oshumare. This is why we have androgynous spirit like Baphomet. I'm an androgynous spirit, people that have both energies and able to master those energies in their contra, in their mysticism, in their working, that they can bring forth certain things for the betterment of melanated people. I will continuously to drop knowledge, wisdom, and understanding as God continuously give me revelation. I don't make this stuff up. This energy allows me to come up with insight what you have a need for. And I always look back at the comments and that, oh, this is just what I needed. How was I to know? I'm a vessel. I'm a willing vessel. I don't have to be made to do this. There's a time that I was not feeling good, that I didn't feel like I could do this. And when I got on live, God showed up and showed out. I was like, wow. When something is meant for you, the space and the opportunity will present itself. It's not a forced thing. It's a let it happen naturally. When you ready, are you in position, then God can use you in a greater space. But don't ever rush and try to remove somebody from a position or a placement that the divine has placed them. If their season and you don't want the influence of their season, then depart in peace. These people are, when I say they are wasting their time, anytime you see God raise somebody up, you're fighting against God. They're being led by the Spirit. They are the sons of God. And you're not even justified. Not that that means anything when it comes down to universal laws. Because I can't tell you what to do. You ain't going to listen no way. And you already got to reap what you sow. And your destiny going to end up getting cut. Because you're not going to be able to hold up my destiny and maintain and walk yours. And you're never going to get my destiny star. It's in Capricorn. And I know too much. And I have the money to fight. And since it's my destiny, I have the advantage. I'm not out there trying to get your destiny, trying to stop your destiny, trying to undo your, give you an untimely death. I hope you really understand what I said on today. Magic is real. Energy is real. And people don't understand why it's so significant. Don't touch people in position. If you have issue, you got a right to walk over. You don't have to contend with the angel that has promoted them. The entity that has promoted them. And if you don't want to help, don't eat. I'm going to say that again. If you don't want to help somebody's platform, what they're doing, then don't eat from their table. That's called stealing. If it's good enough to be a blessing to you, it's good enough support. But I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass, and I ain't going to beg. I don't have a God going to supply my needs anyway. You can be a part of the blessing, because all of those that supported me and the other stuff that I told you about, the candles and the white candles, some of y'all got oil candles, I'm still going to seek God to show his hand in your life. I'm always doing stuff to help people, and you think it's about what you donate. It's us. We are worth it. This platform is worth it because we are here. It's what is being discussed that's relevant to melanated people. I mean that. It's not a show. I that's in my heart. I thank you guys so much for listening. If you did not get a chance to see the video I did earlier, really take out some time to see that video. If you want me to burn incense for you to tonight, it's Moon's Day. Peace incense. Oil of gladness that I would recommend. Peace and oil of gladness. Those energy. Because we got to get ready. We got to be ready whether we're going to be placed in position or we're going to be part of the tribe. Might be the SWAT team, might be whatever. But we going to be ready. We going to be ready. So bring your orange tangerine ass on. Because we going to be ready. I'm not the only warrior that God got out there. Matter of fact, I need to get my stick. I got Blackthorn. That one. And energize it. Because I'm going to be ready. All right? Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later. God bless you, and thank you once again for supporting this platform for melanated people. All right? Peace.